Here we are once again with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is the Sakai Awagami or Blue No. 2 Usaba 180mm knife. The construction of this is 2 layers because it's a single bevel right hand oriented knife. It's not for lefties. The core steel or cutting steel is Awagami Blue Paper No. 2 reactive high carbon steel. Heat treats about 61, 62 Rockwell on that core steel. The construction is on the right side of the blade. You can see the layers there. It's got a soft iron reactive cladding, so it's an all-reactive blade. The cladding covers the spine and then a little bit of the left side of the blade as well. The rest is kind of the core cutting steel. It's got the chisel grind to it, so it's meant for particular techniques and slicing creating kind of thin sheets out of certain types of vegetables like daikon, radishes, and some other things. So it's a very particular technique-oriented knife, but it's got that single bevel chisel type grind to it. The knife does come with a wooden fitted saya or cover as well, which is just kind of your basic lightweight wood, but it's nicely crafted in terms of shape. You can even see they've got that bevel in the angle here of the saya as well, and so that fits in like that. And then your pin goes in, and that retains it from pulling out when it hits the choil of the blade. So that's part of what comes out of the box with these. So let's see. So dimensions and weights and such are going to vary a little bit from knife to knife, but this particular one is 171 grams or 6.1 ounces. The edge length is 169 millimeters or about 6.6 inches or so. The overall length is about 12.6 inches or 320 millimeters. Spine thickness, these are usually fairly stout spines and fairly stiff knives to get the geometry the way they want for the intended purpose. So this one is about 3.9 millimeters above the heel, and then I measured about 3.25 or 3.3 about halfway down, and it pretty much just keeps that until you hit the grind, the chisel grind thinning out towards the tip. The blade, of course, is stiff. Blade height is about 45.3 millimeters at the back. Handle is a right hand oriented D-shaped hoe wood handle with a buffalo horn ferrule, just kind of basic fit and finish on it. There's a little bit of a step here between there, but it's not much, but it is there. The handle install looks pretty tight and it's all sealed up, so that's good. Handle circumference, I measured about 72, 73 millimeters at the ferrule wood junction. So they have done a nice finish job on these. It's straight, looks like it's got pretty nice grinds on it. They put a polish on the spine on it and rounded it off a little bit. They've also done a nice job polishing and scalloping out the right side of the choil into the neck where you would hold it as a righty. It's a little bit relieved on the left side as well. So let's take a close-up look at this blade. These tend to be very nicely crafted knives, this line. So you can obviously see the engraved hand chisel kanji on there, got a nice texture to them. Really well done, very crisp, really cool effect. They've done some interesting finish work on the final sanding. They've got an angled finish going up this way on the blade flat, and then they've got a hairline or brushed finish going along the blade road, and then into the core steel there, so it's a real cool looking effect. The back side of the blade, which has a slight concave to it for food release, you can see has also that same diagonal stroke marks to the finish on it, so it's a very interesting looking knife. Here's some embossed kanji on the left side of the blade. This is a very flat profile, and it's supposed to be because of the type of technique that you use here. So as you might expect, it's quite flat. It is designed to be that way. So just a high quality blade. I'd say the out of the box edge needs a little cleanup. I'd rate it about 4 out of 10. So you'll probably want to put a micro bevel on this or clean up the edge to your liking to get it really sharp for its intended purpose. But it's a very well crafted blade to kind of get your basis for a good sharp edge on it. So here we have the Sakai Awagami or Blue No. 2 Usaba 180mm knife.